This is an automated sewing line. So when you're sewing a garment, you're going to break down each step into a different station. So each worker is responsible for one particular seam or stitch. In this first step, she's going to make sure every single panel piece needed to make the garment is going to be on the hanger. On this next station, the worker is going to be sewing on the shoulder seams. In this case, she's using an overlock machine as well as a stiffening tape. The next station for this shirt is going to be the neck binding. You can see the workers loading up the binding that's already been cut and attaching it with overlock stitch. The next step after the neck tape has been placed on is to cover stitch it to hold it down and give you a nice clean finish. At this station, the worker is actually going to be using an overlock stitch to attach the arm sleeves. On this station, the worker is going to be sewing both side seams using an overlock stitch. Now that the shirts come together, she's going to be finishing off the sleeve hems as well as the bottom hems using a 2-needle, 3-thread cover stitch. One of the last steps is going to be sewing on your care label. Depending on your brand, you might actually have different care labels for different regions. This worker will be responsible for trimming all the loose threads as well as inspecting the workmanship. This gentleman's going to be making sure all of the overlock stitches are pressed flat, as well as making sure any wrinkles have been pressed out of the garment. And now, because this particular client that they're manufacturing for is a very large Chinese company, there's a secondary additional QC step that's happening. After the product has been packed, they're going to be double checking the final case quantity, as well as checking for needle. If it does detect a needle, the machine's going to reverse and tell the positioning to make sure all the garments leaving this factory are safe.